Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to give you guys a story time about how it was for me when I was younger being a fat kid. I'm pretty sure everybody has their stories. The typical got picked on, some got bullied, um, just a really rough time. So I just wanted to share with you guys my story and what I went through when I was in middle school and high school, and what I had to go through as far as being a big girl. I've always been a big girl ever since I can remember. I've always been a chunky girl. When I was younger, obviously, when speaking like maybe 9, 10 or so, I really didn't know, what it really means to be fat. So I was just a chunky girl. It wasn't until I got to junior high and high school that I realized that fat maybe wasn't so cool. I got picked on. Of course, I got picked on, got talked about, which really hurt my feelings. I was a type of girl, and still to this day, am the type of girl where you can talk about me, say whatever to me. You're not gonna see me cry. Now, what I may do behind closed doors is different, but right then and there, you're not gonna talk about me and break me down and make me cry. And in junior high, I would laugh it off. I would laugh it off. They would make fun of me. I would laugh it off. He. You know what I'm saying? And my appearance was different. I was dressed like a boy. I had the long shorts. I had the long oversized t-shirt, hair in a ponytail. And back then, some people thought I was a stud, which I never really knew what that term meant until I got older. And I remember one of my friends used to tell me her mom's boyfriend thought that I was gay in high school because I dressed so much like a boy. I'm like, really? But I didn't know what stud and all that meant back then. So I'm like, why would he think that? Now being older, I knew what that meant. You being a stud, being gay, that means you are more on the manly side, physical appearance wise. So I'm like, I didn't know people looked at me like that, like I was dressing like a girl. I mean, like I was dressing like a boy, and they thought I was like a gay stud or something. I don't know, but it was just crazy. But yeah, I didn't. I dressed like a boy. I didn't show nothing. I mean, obviously I was too young to show anything anyway. But I wasn't wearing the regular normal size clothes that girls my age wore. But I remember, and I think it was either 8th grade or freshman year. And I believe it was my sister. I believe it was my older sister. And I don't think she knows this, so sis, this will be your first time hearing this. But I think it was my older sister. She had bought me, I could be mistaken, but I really, really think it was her. But she bought me my first feminine fitting clothes. I'll never forget. It was from New York and Company. It was a pair of dark jeans, dark denim jeans, and I think it was like a fitted light blue jean top, button down top. And it was very fitting. It wasn't baggy. It was very fitting to my shape, to my size. And ever since then, I started to like what I seen. And I slowly started to change my wardrobe to more girly fitting clothes. So sis, if you watching this, thank you. you was the first person that brung that girl out of me and made me realize that it's okay what I have, it's okay what I look like, and that I shouldn't cover it up and hide it like I'm looking like a boy. So, love you. But yeah, so from then on, I started to gradually like what I seen and like the little cute girl clothes. So I started to become a little bit more feminine through, I think it was 8th grade or freshman year. So yeah, and I just start, really getting into my zhuzh, if you will. And in high school, I was made fun of too. But I was one of those, and I said this in my video before, I was one of those girls where you can make fun of me, you can talk about me, but you're not going to put your hands on me. So I was never bullied in a physical sense because, again, I was a big girl. So I can hold my own weight, no pun intended. You know what I'm saying? So it was never a physical bullying thing, but it was more of a verbal, fat kid, fat girl, you so big type of thing. And again, I would always, laugh it off. But then I also took the approach of being that Debo type of girl. So it was like when you made fun of me, I'd be like, oh, back up, shut up type of thing. So I kind of put fear into my weight, if that makes sense. So I was just, I was that girl that in high school, I really started to become feminine. I was still shy, but I, still became a feminine girl. I had my first boyfriend in high school, and high school wasn't a horrible thing for me, like a horrible experience. I had friends. I went out with my friends when I wasn't on punishment. Went out with my friends, had a boyfriend, went to prom. So it wasn't like I hate and I dread high school. But I had, a few issues here and there with, people talking about me. I was always the fat friend. So, I had a friend. She was my best friend at the time. She was a light-skinned mixed woman, well, girl at the time. She was Hispanic and black. And she, of course, was a pretty girl, pretty fair skin, really nice shape, little thick girl. And I was the fat friend. And it was just like, man, I'm tired of being the fat friend that, you know what I'm saying, the guys don't really want to talk to. So it was just like, you know what? It is what it is. This is who I am. You take it or leave it, whatever. And then as I progressed in life, when going to school, going to college or whatever, it was just kind of I'm out of high school, don't really have to really hear about people making fun of me type of thing or whatever. And then I just grew up, and as the years go by, I was just into my style. I started wearing makeup and stuff when I was in high school. So I, did my hair, it was cute. So it was really in my middle school ages and younger years that I worried about being fat and worried about being called names. And then as I got older in high school and then out to college and out to real life, it was kind of like a whatever. It is what it is. And then around my early 20s or, middle 20s is when I realized that men like fat girls, which I'll talk about that in another video. But I started to really realize, like, wait a minute. Like, now a lot of times it was men hiding the fact that they liked fat girls. But yeah, I'm like, And so I was just like, you know what? I'm cute. It is what it is. Can't nobody stop me. I like who I am. And it wasn't hard for me to get a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in my freshman year, but did I have a boyfriend in freshman year? There was a period of time in high school where I didn't have a boyfriend. And I was a fat friend, like I said before, so it was kind of hard for me to talk to guys when I was with my friend. But again, throughout the high school years, I had a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend for a couple years. Went to prom with him and everything. After that, I had no problem. I got pregnant at 20, had a child at 21, so I didn't have an issue with getting a boyfriend or men being interested in liking me as I got older. But it was just like, okay, we out here. And then obviously in 2020, everybody needs to have them a big girl, okay? Everybody needs to have a big girl. But so that was, pretty much my story. it's hard when you are younger because you don't really know who you are. You don't know if you want to be skinny. You don't know if it's okay to be fat. You just don't know. And I'm here to say I'm not promoting obesity. I'm not saying that you should gain weight and be fat. I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is if you happen to be of size, own it. If you want to lose the weight, then great, that's cool. But until you do so, own what you have. You have a big stomach, you got a big butt, you got big boobs, you have an overlapping stomach, you got big hips, you got big thunder thighs. Your thighs rub together and they get real hot in the creases of your pants and stuff, and it's just doing all this. You'll be real nice and warm in the wintertime, okay? Like, own it, you know? Don't let nobody sit here and let you feel like you're not worth anything, make you feel like because you are of size that you don't have no value. So what? So what if I have some extra meat and I can still get up, I can still walk, I can still... Now, see, I don't run because I just don't like running. But you could run, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could run, whatever. My point is, there's nothing wrong with your size. Whoever told you you too fat, you too obese, you'll never get you a man. If you're in a relationship where he makes you feel like you ain't gonna never have nobody, girl, forget him. We out here. Do you know how many people love big girls? Do you know how many men love big girls? Girl, bye. Let me tell you something. You are beautiful. Whoever watching this, you are beautiful. There's nothing wrong with your size. If you want to lose the weight, go ahead and do so. But until then, girl, rock what you have. That's it. Point blank, period. You are gorgeous. There's a lot of things out here that you can still do as a plus size woman. You are not overlooked. Yes, there are some people in some industries that will overlook a big girl, but it doesn't mean that you there's no place for you. It is. And don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. So I just want to share my time with you guys, share my story time with you guys. I hope you like it. Please turn on your post notifications, turn on that bell, subscribe, comment, like, share, do all that good stuff. I hope you guys like the message that I sent in this video. Comment down below and let me know what you think. And if you want me to do any other story times about certain topics or anything, you know, plus size related or whatever, let me know. I will be happy to do so. But I hope you guys, like I always say, wash your butt, wash your hands, wash your whatever, you know. Stay clean, stay safe, stay in the house so we can get over this pandemic. Because like I said, I'm trying to find somebody's son. And I can't do it because y'all outside. You blocking my blessings of finding my husband. And I don't like it. Alright guys, you have a good day, good night, whenever you're watching this. Be safe, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye!